Alright. G'day everyone. Welcome to another set of Alliance War videos, or Alliance War stream rather, over here in Puzzle Combat. This time around we've got the Pirate Horde facing off against BSB Legends. Old name, old alliance, new face, that kind of thing. So BSB Legends is the, how to explain it, renamed or retrieved name, that's probably the better way of saying it, for the global empire. So backstory of it all, there used to be an alliance named Blood, Sweat and Beers was their name. Then they rebranded themselves to be BSB Legends when they merged with an alliance called New World Legends. They then had a couple spin-off alliances, second and third level, in the Seismic and Zen, and that was when they rebranded themselves to being the Global Empire. The Empire has since fallen apart a little bit, and, well, they no longer have subsidiary alliances, so it's not much of an empire, so they've gone back to BSB Legends again. So yeah, that's a little bit of, well, the perceived history of the alliance. I'm sure if I'm wrong with any of it, that they'll let me know, but yeah, that's where we're at now. So we've got BSB Legends, or old Global Empire, facing off again, so yeah, so a lot of the same people in this alliance. In fact, it's mostly the same people as before. CC is still the leader there. A lot of ones like John, and then Brick, and so many more that are still in here. Yogi, Asshole is still there, Yakes, and so many more. So if anything, they're actually a little bit stronger than they used to be before they rebranded. I think they're gearing up for a bit of a challenge on Uprising for the top dog spot. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how all of that plays out. So you will have seen, hopefully, that I've got a poll running in chat at the moment. So we've gone into this war. We never win these wars. We don't really even come close. So it's pretty much a write-off for all intents and purposes. So we tend to have a little bit of fun with these wars, internally anyway, even if it's not reflected externally. But yeah, we try to have a little bit of fun. So you'll see in chat on YouTube that there is a poll running about what style teams that I'm going to use in this video. So the four options I put up was Mono, 4-80, Rainbow, and 3-1-1 setups. So far, we've got an even split on Mono and 3-1-1. So you've probably got another 3 minutes of me waffling, maybe a little bit longer before I close that poll, and we're going to have to go to Governor's preference if it's still tied. Highest Killer, welcome. Welcome in. Also Raz and everyone else that's viewing silently in the background. Battlefield-wise, it is 30v30. That's pretty standard for this stuff. They're using typical blue tank setups, double revivers in the wings, all that kind of usual fun stuff. We're doing some fun stuff on our side. It's completely optional on the Horde whether they participate in this, but we've gone with the optional defense setup of doing blues and greens alternating. So that's mine there. Double war chest, double mare, and booster at the tank position. There's a couple other ones running around. Fireblazers running this. Nova, Wolf, Boo, Thor, Raz. It's pretty easy to spot the ones that are participating because they're using blue tanks rather than our normal yellow ones. So, yeah, we do it just for something different, just to mix things up. I'm sure Global and Uprising get sick of thrashing everyone. So, well, I know I would if I was in their position. So we give them something a little bit different in order to hit. Be nice if they did the same for us, but so far no takers on their side of things, but that's all right. I'm sure maybe one day they might get there. So yeah, that's how we're mixing things up on our side of things this time around. Question from Raz, flexing a little bit maybe. Got 2 of Dark Skull. Wondering how many to keep and max. Honestly, Dark Skull's probably one of those heroes that is actually worth leveling multiples of. He's a hero that you could probably run on his own in a team as like a 2-2-1 or a 2-2-1 setup. Or you could build him into another team setup where you've got 3s or other numbers of heroes as well. He is a very kick-ass hero, brand new in this iteration of Season 2. So you'll see here, special skill reads that he does 300% damage to the target and nearby enemies. So it's not target and minor, it's target to and nearby enemies. Which is a lot of direct damage, particularly when he's got an attack stat of 744, which is very up there in the purple range of things. He then has this second part, which is actually where it gets really interesting, where the target and nearby enemies with less than 50% health remaining, which is probably going to be all of them once you've done 300% damage at 744 attack. Less than 50% health remaining receive 40% of their max health as damage over 3 turns, up to a total of 900 damage. So we'll be clear, this maximum 900 damage, it's not kicking in with any of the heroes, I don't think. I've not 100% checked it, but I think you need something like 2k health in order for this to kick in. What is it? 900 by... Yeah, so you'd need 2,250 or over 2,250 HP for this 900 damage cap to fit in. Anything else, which is pretty much everyone in the game, they're going to get 40% of their health dealt to them over 3 turns. Which, pointing out that you're only starting with at most 50% health and then you're receiving 40% more health, they're probably going to die in the next 3 turns, unless it can be somehow cleansed or healed away, which is, you know, it can happen. It's not hugely likely, but it can happen. So yeah, Dark Skull, very much worth it. Then he adds on that he gets dodged for 3 turns at the end. When you can... It's actually quite interesting, because at 40 charge speed, if you give him the +9 speed gun, and then also the 2% speed as being part of the recon class from the talents, you can actually break him from 12 tiles down to 10 tiles. So yeah, that's pretty phenomenal. To do that at 10 tiles. All right, I'm going to have to close this poll, and we are still at... even vote. Oh, it's just changed right as I was saying that. We've got an extra vote come in for 311s. All right, so we're going to end that one, that poll, hopefully. I don't know if it's going to pop up into the stream chat as well. Probably won't. But we ended up with 41% of the vote for 3-1-1, or 311, and then 33% for mono, 25% for rainbow, and no votes for 4-80, which I find... impressive, and I'm also thankful for, because that makes it really hard to win anything when you're only using 4-80. And I'll be honest, I probably would have done mono if that was the case. All right, so 311. All right, so 311's a bit of an interesting setup. So essentially, what you're aiming for, in general terms, with your 311, you want your 3 heroes to synergize really well with each other. Preferably you want someone that'll do something like elemental defense down or AoE defense down. Someone that's going to follow up on that as damage, and then someone else that can either do AoE 5 or sniping. So that covers a lot of bases, but basically you want your 3 to be fairly well damage dealing, is where you want the 3 to be. Your 2-1 heroes, usually this is where your support's going to be. And the idea with the 2-1s or 1-1 is that when you don't have your 3 main colors, you can then rely on those 2 individual colors in order to provide yourself with a little bit of backup. So for those of you just joining, we had a poll. They've said that the poll says that I'm going to do a 3-1-1 setup for all of my war hits. So I am going to need all the good luck that you guys are offering me, because it's not something I've done for a long... I don't think I've ever done it in Puzzle Combat. So I'm going to be making a lot of these teams on the fly. So let's do this, I guess. So may as well start off with a 3 setup of yellow. So we're going to go 8-bit and Whipster. So this is what I would call the pairing that works really well in terms of having elemental defense down and then also AoE to follow up with the elemental defense down. I'm only going to use Cooper just for a sniper in the damage dealing department. Probably toss in... well, I'm going to use Wyatt, and then I need another healer / support. I haven't even chosen an enemy yet. Okay, let's go back and find an enemy to attack. All right, so we got Joker. We might switch dish because we've switched who our 3-1-1 is. So in this case, we're going to chuck in Mare. Let's go double Emma, because I'll then toss in Blunderbuss as one of the ones, as the off color. Can't use Wyatt as a healer. Can't use Joe as a healer. We got Nima or maybe Booster. Booster could be an option. All right. So we'll go the speed gun here, and then we'll get the 2 accuracy guns on the Emmas. Speed crit there, and dodge resist there. All right. So first 3-1-1. So following generally that principle, I've got only 1 healer in this setup. I've got a support hero in Mare inside my 3. Got 2 main damage dealers running off the support of Blunderbuss, and then my primary healer in Booster. Wish me luck, because this could go absolutely anywhere. All right, where are we going? There we go. Oh yeah, I finished off some avatars recently, so you'll see me rocking, which quite possibly could be my new favorite avatar in the game, in the form of the Blade Teddy Bear. I think it's absolutely adorable as anything, and I'm very, very glad that they did make it one of them. I was hoping for either the Blade Teddy Bear or the Robo Teddy Bear. So fortunately we got the Blade Teddy Bear. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And yeah, so might use it. It's going to be between the Blade Teddy Bear now and that was annoying. My usual Brock avatar, but I am liking the Blade Teddy Bears. 1 dodged. It's alright. Alright. Concentrate a little bit through some of these sections just so I don't muff things too badly. I am playing on a double reviving team, which is also not helping matters, because literally because of that. Alright, hopefully that will clear War Chest back out. This will clear him back out. We'll do that. Charge control, right hand side again, and I'm just looking for 1 more red tile to finish Blunderbuss, but we should, oh, we got it there. So do that, Blunderbuss, and double tap our Emmas, and we should be pretty much done there. There we go. All right. First one worked out all right. Admittedly, it is using a spine that I am quite familiar with the Emma and Blunderbuss setup. All right, where are we going next? Tower Climber, apparently, which looks startlingly familiar. It's just swapped Hopper out for Mayor Vinaya. This time, let's go with Jacosta. So let's get a heal in there. Might as well go again with Mare. Chuck in Mortis and maybe Tamika. Yeah, we'll go Tamika. I'm going to go something a little bit different this time. So I'm going to use Growl in this setup. Reason I'm using Growl is actually because Growl has an interesting mechanic when used with counterattack. And I'll explain it in a second once we get things going. But basically, the beauty of Taunt is that it dictates where the enemy team's special skill is going to go, right? The beauty of counterattack is that it returns damage for any of the incoming special skills or any other form of damage that's coming in. So when you combine Taunt with counterattack, what it means is I can force these enemy teams to target the hero that has counterattack on him, specifically Growl. So if I can get Growl and Tamika running at the same time, we're going to be basically forcing the enemy to counterattack themselves onto him. So hopefully we can make that happen. It's not looking too promising initially, just because we've got that. The beauty of the Taunt, though, is I don't have to worry too much about War Chest because he's only got 1 target he can hit. So there is some other advantages to using counterattack. So hopefully this should clear him out. We don't have Taunt active anymore, so we will just use Mare on them. And then we'll target everything onto Mortis. Fire out, Terminus. I'll get his name right eventually. Reds and purples just to get, hopefully, Joe fired in the next turn. There we go. Now we'll just hopefully get everyone reset. Again, targeting Terminus because Ksenia still has that ailment on her for one more turn, so we'll just force that. And then we'll take out... Oops, I thought I'd done that last turn. Apparently not. Resist from turn, but that's okay because we should... Whoop, that'll help. I think, hopefully. Don't. There we go. We didn't get to see that, but Growl's got a number of other really cool attributes as well. So, number one, he gives everyone minus 22% attack. Really, really handy. Number two is he cuts the charge by 15%. Again, very, very handy. And then number three is he's got the taunt. So, yeah, really love Growl. I do plan to level second one of him. I just have been distracted by shinies recently. Where to go next? No, we won't do that. I guess Warhammer it is. No revivers on this one. Does have War Chest though, so go figure. So we'll go with Jane, Melter. I'm going to go off color with Hitter in Accent, which means I can bring on color Healer in Wyatt. As soon as I find one. There he is. Wyatt. And where are we going now? Thanks for that, Anna, and Rox as well. Another off color and a healer, preferably. Or we could go. Let's go Taunt again. Let's do that. Alright, so we want Dodge Gun on Wyatt and Accuracy Gun here. Melter can have speed. We'll go Dodge on Panzer because there's nothing worse than a hero that can dodge. Also, having Taunt. And then we should be pretty much ready with that, hopefully. I am still seeming to run fairly dominant with the 3s on greens, which is, I guess, to be expected when we're facing off against blue tanks. Alright. Another great board to start ourselves off. So we got a nice red grenade that we can make in the middle here. The game is trying to make me make this move, which is actually a really dumb move because it takes away my grenade. So I'll take the grenade first. Next up, I'm probably just going to pop the red one because it's going to cascade the green match and another green match. So that was pretty good. We'll give inaccuracy to the right hand side and then powwow with the left. You can have no buffs. We'll do that next. Just keeps on getting better. Look, I'll be honest, this board has made it pretty hard to lose with, like, I don't think it would have mattered what team I put in this. I think this would have been a fairly expected outcome. Provided, of course, that I don't muff this up now that I've said that. Because that has been known to happen a number of times before. Alright, we'll drop another one on them. Oh, actually, we might go left. Is that... Oh, that is so stupid, that Warfighter thing, getting rid of all ailments. It's actually infuriating, that Warfighter removing their ailments when they come back, because it's not actually how it works in Empires and Puzzles, which is the first annoyance. But then secondly, they come back with the same amount of charge that they had when they died, but for some reason they don't come back with all the ailments that they had when they died. Go figure. So, alright, 3 done. As I said, very friendly board there, which definitely helped. Where are we going next? ZZZ. We might leave that one alone for now. And go with G-Boss instead. Another War Chest tank. I think that's 4. 4 of them have been War Chest tanks. Alright, let's go with Nima off color 1. Might go Rudolph, Sunbeam, Scarlet as the 3 on color, and then could go white as off color. We use Numa, so I can't use Doc. Guess I could use Coyote, but just stay with white. Devil we know. Speed dodge there. Speed crit. Speed crit and I think 48, 55, 43. All right, cool. Let's go with that then. 3 reds against a blue tank. What could possibly go wrong with this? All right. Well, the board could go wrong for starters. Oh my goodness. Not a friendly board. Alright, we'll just start making some matches. We're trying to preserve lots of the yellows because they are currently the backbone of most of this board. We'll go that just because it's a lot of reds. And then might do that and hopefully get another red in. Oh, beautiful. That was just perfectly timed. All right, you can have that. Please do. Oh, you numpty charged it. All that hard work. Charging everyone. Go on. Over eager. Should have targeted left. Now it's hurting me. Ah, dearie, dearie me, that was stupid. That was very silly. No, very, very silly. Alright, at least everyone's recharged now, and I can hopefully get Sunbeam to do multiple. No, just the one. I was hoping that Sunbeam might do multiple firing, but I can never seem to get it to stick very often. It's annoying. Gonna hold Rudolph for 1 turn just until Ksenia fires, because actually we might trigger Ksenia now. And him as well. Okay. Not the outcome we were hoping for there. I was hoping to just trigger Ksenia. Revive. No ailments, mind you, but he revived, so. Alright, heal, minions. And we'll just go all in with the greens. Man alive, round in circles. There we go, we got 2 shots from Sunbeam that time. I don't know if anyone noticed it other than me, but we got 2 shots. Alright, we got there at the end. Alright, Draco asks, would you level up Wandro in the near future? Potentially. The problem for me is that I also was a little bit lucky. And you would have seen it. Oh, go away, ads. You would have seen it there that I am leveling up Dark Skull. So he's kind of taken the next set of ghillie suits. But after Dark Skull, maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I sort of take each hero that I level 1 at a time. Like, once I start leveling someone, I pick the next hero in my roster I think that's going to provide me with a lot of depth. or usability. So I'm almost finished with Whipster, who I will use in this war. And then the second hero that's next in line is Dark Skull, and then I'm probably honestly going to go back and level a couple 4 stars that I'm missing. Really want to level up a couple copies of Strongbow and also Chase for the 3-star, the 4-star tournaments, but mainly Strongbow that I want to level. Also have a second copy of Growl that I want to get up and running as well. So they're probably the next ones I'm going to be leveling for the next little while. But after that, who knows? Maybe. Wandero's not a bad hero. I'm a little bit spoiled with purple snipers because I do have a couple spare copies of Marigold from winning the events. And then I've also think I've got a dupe copy of Quattro as well, who I think is probably the better sniper between him and Wandro, if I had to choose. All right, so round 3 with it's round 5 actually is what I meant to say there. With war chest tanks. How do we want to support this one? Might go Quake, to be honest, just to do something a little different. So Quake is a 4-star hero, but what Quake has, that is why I chose him, is that Quake has Taunt. So caster gets Taunt that protects enemies from using special skills on caster's allies for 3 turns. He also has this weird revive resurrect thing with Raging Brute. Kind of cool, a little bit niche. But he is, actually I might give him 1 talent node just to activate potential for war fighter. But yeah, so we'll try Quake. We got Ksenia as well in here, so we'll give her speed crit. Yep. Whipster and 8-bit and Cooper. Alright, so this is an interesting one because all of them charge at exactly the same rate. So they're all 58 fast. Is like all 3 of them literally have the same speed. 8-bit has the talent node. I think. No, that's later down. So 8-bit does not have the speed node. Cooper does have the speed node, I think. I took it. Yeah, so he's got an extra 2%. And Whipster is obviously not quite finished leveling, so I'm going to give the speed gun to Whipster and 8-bit. And leave the crit on Cooper, mainly because I want these 2 charging first, with Cooper coming in after them anyway, so it doesn't matter if Cooper charges 1 tile slower. Alright, Sogard, let's go. Yarrow to you too, Sean, as well. Sorry, I did see it, just hadn't responded immediately. Alright. So, we've got all yellow tiles are basically at the bottom here, attached to a blue match, but that's okay. We'll take the yellow tiles, grab some reds. Probably could have made that red match 1 way better, but that's okay. Then we'll take some more reds, get our yellows into better position. That was a little unideal, but that's okay. We can make it work. I am just going to pop the blues, just to buy 1 turnover, but also because it's getting to get all the green tiles charged. Grab Ksenia. Grab those yellows, which gets everyone fired up. 8-bit and Whipster, bang, bang. A lot of dodging, which is not ideal, but we'll make it work. Ah, you're kidding me. A miss? Really? We can do that, and then we should be able to get with that. There we go. Alright, we'll do that way. I need 1 yellow tile to line up under him. But that's alright actually, because this is going to work perfectly, because I'm now going to have him come back as a Raging Brute. Green tiles. I need some more yellows, to be completely honest. No, I just killed them. Oh my goodness. Round and round in circles. We go. Man. That's weird. He's not grayed out like he's dead, but he is dead. I made a mistake there as well, because he's now going to fire and I'm going to lose all my buffs I just got. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Oh. Oh, and he revives. Of course he revives. None of my heroes dodge, mind you. Just putting that out there. But we got perfect dodge rates over here. I think I'm about to flee now as well. Because he's going to fire. There's not enough health on me. The board's not in position to respawn any of this, so I'm just going to hit that flee button. Alright. Couple bad moves on that side, or by me there, in regards to some of the firing orders. Yeah. That loss is probably on me. Alright, last one. Do we want to go for a 6th straight war chest? Sure. Why not? Alright, we'll bring out Doc this time. Don't use Doc too much in wars. We might go with Hairwear as an off color. And we might go on color with War Chest, and should we go Perla? Why not? Let's go with Perla. Alright, so we'll go speed crits on these two fine gentlemen. We'll go the dodge gun on Perla, dodge gun on him, and we'll go speed gun on Hairwear. Alright, let's try this out. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. There we go. Teddy bear. Well, that's not overly pretty. Might go the greens, just because I wanted to keep things flowing a little bit, whereas if I'd made the blue match that it was trying to suggest, I wouldn't have had anywhere to go from. And no chance of a cascade either, which is the main thing I was looking for. We'll get rid of all those greens. We'll pop all of our greens to recharge them again, and we should... Oh, he's not quite there. I'm gonna say we should be ready to fire again, but he just isn't. Alright, biting time. We need another blue match would be ideal. Did I not silence her? I thought I'd silence them. Oh. Really thought I'd silence them. Must have been timed out already, I guess. No. Forget Hairwear only silences for 2 turns. It'd be so much more ideal if it was for 3. Alright, blue tiles. And we still... Yeah, that's okay. Because we'll get a cleanse out of that. No! No, it's defense buff first, then cleanse. Alright, we need to silence the left. It's going to hurt me a little bit, but we need to silence Ksenia. At least for a little bit. 1 turn. The board is not any more productive, so it was kind of a bit of a waste, to be honest. Not war chest, thank you. And so if it was war chest, this would be pretty much game, set, and match. No blue tiles anywhere in sight. Where are all the blue... Oh, there's some blue tiles. I was going to say, where are all the blue tiles gone, honestly? Alright, so we are going to lose War Chest. That's okay, because we don't really have any choice. He's probably going to die very soon anyway, but doing it this way means that he has sacrificed himself for the greater good. And we might be able to eke out a win here. We've got no damage dealers left other than Hairware, who is a moderate damage dealer, we'll say. We can get some blue tiles on the right-hand side. We might be okay. He docks the champ. Look at that. He's taken 2 shots from her straight to the face and survived both of them. What a legend. Is that enough? Not enough. And Doc just goes and heals himself back for all the damage that she's done. And is she going to snipe him again? Not quite. 1 in 3 chance of getting hit again. Okay, we made it in the end. We got there. So, not too bad for 3-1-1. It is a setup I have used before a bit in Empires and Puzzles. Not one I've used over here in Puzzle Combat. It's not my favourite style. Just not a fan of having so little damage on the 2 colours that I've only got 1 hero in terms of the tile damage. But, you know, if it works, really. So, that's the thing with all of these tile strats and team builds and that kind of thing. There's not really a right or a wrong way of doing it. Like, you know, if rainbow works for you, then awesome, go for it. Like, if it works, it works. Same thing with mono. If mono works for you, I mean, they're the 2 extremes of the spectrum, but if it works, then there's nothing inherently wrong with them. It all comes back to, I guess, your own personal preference as to how you play. For me, my play style revolves around a lot of tile damage most of the time. So that's why I sort of gravitate towards 3-2, because it's a nice balance between having sufficient tile damage in your 2 colors, but also having, you know, special skills that are charging in 2 colors simultaneously, or most of your heroes charging simultaneously off color matches. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much where we're at for this one. Not going to win this war. As I said at the start, these wars, we treat them basically as a write-off from the start. And, you know, often it's the ones where people take it really easy. Some people will experiment with different teams. Other people just don't even want to attack these enemies. And, I mean, can't really blame them, to be honest. But yeah, we take it very, very relaxed against BSB and Uprising. Yeah, we just have a little bit of fun. So as I said, I've had a little bit of fun with attack using different team setup. Put it out to the poll, let you guys choose. I'll try to do the same thing next time against Uprising, but then also defensively, we've gone with different setup where we're using greens and blues. Absolutely no logic behind it. We just did something for something different. I think last time when we played against Uprising, we played with Yerple defenses. So that's yellow and purple. But yeah, as I said, we just do stuff to have a little bit of fun against these guys. No stress on our side of it. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Expecting this will come out somewhere in the range of 7-ish, 7.2 thousand, and we'll probably get to something about 5,000-ish. So yeah, no chance really of winning it all. But that's okay. That's what it is. So anyway, I'm going to sign off there, I think. Raid tournament's not up yet, so I can't chat that one through. Cool. All right. Good luck, everyone. With your own wars. There's plenty of avatars out there for you to farm. So this is all of the ones that I've gotten to date. So we've got this guy who's actually a mistake in the game, but that's okay. They'll fix that eventually. It's not the right avatar for what they wanted you to farm. It's a street gang prowler, and they wanted you to fight zombie prowlers. Zombie Marblehead, normal Marblehead, Crazy Chick, Samurai, Biker, Shield Bot, Teddy Bear. And there's 2 new ones as well. So you got this guy, the Sonic Mega Blaster, and then also Sonic Torrents. Neither of which have an overlap with each other, which makes farming them really boring. So not putting much effort in. But anyway, good luck everyone with your own war hits and with your alliance wars. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming. Bye.